Hey girlfriend, I am Jim. I am your favorite natural hair curl specialist located here in the ATL, Georgia. And what I do is teach and empower curly girls how to grow and maintain their natural hair in between salon visits. And today we are going to be talking about aging gracefully in menopause with natural hair. And before I even start, ladies, I have to tell you that I overthink, and if I think too much about it, like about making a video, I start this whole thing like I need this, I need that, I need this, and are all the things that I don't have. And it'll make me procrastinate not to do the video. So when I tell you guys, I had to put my mindset in that I'm talking to my homegirl. I'm talking to people who love me. I'm talking to people who need this information. And I had to take me out of it because it was like, okay, you need to do your makeup, you need to do your hair. I don't got time for this, I don't got time for that. Truly, I am here for you. I truly am. And I had to put aside, I'm not putting on no makeup. I'm not doing any of the extra stuff, but just giving you guys the information that I researched and the things that I know through my own personal journey and the ladies that come in and out of the salon about aging gracefully in natural hair and menopause. Okay. So today we're going to be going over the acceptance. This is going to be part one of two series. Okay. I'm doing this straight. Any mistakes I make, I'm just going to just keep it going, because if I have to do a whole bunch of editing and all the different kind of stuff, the video is not going to never get out. So I just have to just flow with it. And sometimes I'm going to be looking at my notes here, and it's a lot of it, because when I did the research on this, ladies, I was so taken back by how much information that I just didn't know, and the revelation of understanding why I seen what my grandmom had went through and what a lot of ladies go through that I see in the salon that they just don't understand. Menopause really does affect us in a lot of ways. Our whole being, our immune system, our bone density, it is a lot. So enjoy this. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to go through each thing. I'm going to try not to feel pressure, because if I feel pressured, I'm going to start rambling versus really thinking about what I wrote here. And I want to give you all this information because it's so vital and it's so important. So we're going to go over today the acceptance, the mindset that we need to have when we go through menopause, that goes along with aging gracefully, right? Because it's a blessing to get older, ladies. No matter what we see in the mirror, and we're like, oh my God, I see a crow's feet. Oh my God, I see gray hair. Oh my God, my neck, I'm seeing my neck changing. You can see the elasticity in your skin changing. You see these things, right? And we feel like, oh my God, I'm not a young girl no more. I'm seeing these changes and I don't like them, right? But the whole thing about it is, guess what? You're blessed to still be here. You are blessed to live this long. You know how many people are leaving up out of here so quickly over things that they could have prevented with lifestyle changes, and or unfortunately, bad circumstances happen and people have left out of here. But it's a blessing to be able to get to 50 plus club, 30 plus club, 40 plus club. Just the fact that God has blessed us with longevity is a blessing. And then we're going to talk about balancing our hormones, okay? When it comes to menopause and aging gracefully, it is about lifestyle change, ladies, and not just the mindset, but actually putting in actionable steps and work to get things done. It's about a whole new lifestyle change. So let's talk about it. Okay, so first I want to tell you guys, you know, I said this is going to be a part one of part two series, right? So this is part one. This is going to be about acceptance and balancing our hormones. And I'm going to be covering a lot today, and I'm going to go in detail. And then part two is going to be another video, and I'll do that next week. And that is going to be about mindset and perspective, relationships and goals, looks. We got to have the looks, right? Because we still want to be fly. Yes, we still want to be fly. Tips with vitamins and teas, DHT, that hormone that gives us male pattern baldness, ladies. Styling, and then we're going to go through some great hair products I found for us, and shampoos, conditioners, and then formulas. So part one and part two is going to be a continuation, of course, from part one into part two, but it's going to be very, very detailed. So let's get into it. Yes, you look in the mirror, you see yourself, you're like, I'm not liking this, but it's a blessing to be here. But at the same time, guess what? You look good. You look good for the best that you could do with the information that you know. But today, we're going to start making some other changes because it's so much that goes into menopause, ladies. So menopause marks the end of our menstrual cycle, right? And our estrogen levels begin to drop. And because our estrogen levels, which are hormones, which our estrogen levels are like our female hormones, right? They start to drop with our testosterone hormones, which is like the male hormones. It gives us mental, physical, and emotional changes. And when I think about that, it reminds me like when I was a kid and I used to see old ladies and they used to have like chin hairs and mustaches and all this stuff. That's because their estrogen levels dropped. Like we can't stop those things from happening. It's just a part of the process of being blessed to get older. So yes, let's talk about it. Acceptance. We have to accept that we are getting older, right? But within that acceptance, we can feel good because we're going to take the steps to gracefully age, okay? We're going to accept the fact that today will be the youngest that we will ever be, right? So today we're going to do actionable steps for our tomorrow, so when we see ourselves tomorrow as getting older, we still look good. We need to accept and not beat ourselves up. And just appreciate that we are getting older and that we're just going to look good as we do. You know what I'm saying? We just have to accept that. And within our mindset, we need to make a commitment to ourselves, right? So, like for me, my commitment to myself is, and I suggest you make a commitment to yourself too. My commitment to myself is I am never going to let myself go. What does that mean for me? I'm going to stay on my diet. I am going to exercise. I am going to always make time to do my skincare routine, make time to do my hair, to take care of myself. What does that look like for me? It means that I will make new habits. Okay. What does that mean for me? That I'm going to be fly until the day that I die. What do I mean? I'm going to always look at fly hairstyles and want to do them. I'm going to always try to, like, as I'm growing older, it's about less skin and being more classy and fashionable. And classy and fashionable is not about wearing tight clothes all the time. It's about wearing clothes that are flowy and fitting and flirty and classy and look grown woman. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to fashion, as I grow old, age as I grow older, gracefully, I plan on staying fly and looking good, and not in a way, like I said, wearing anything tight and all this different kind of stuff, but just being fly. Okay, these are the commitments to myself. I suggest you make yours as well. Another one is yep, I'm going to always do too much. And as God continues to bless me and I have the means, I'm going to be the one getting my nails done. I'm going to be the one going on vacations. I'm going to be the one with my green tea in my hand, not a glass of wine, my green tea in my hand, with a long robe with a whole bunch of ruffles, with a long train all the way down, like all the way down. Like, I'm going to be doing too much because I'm going to stay fly. I am going to stay feminine, and I'm going to stay looking like I want to be that rich auntie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to always be cute. I love that. I'm a natural girl, but I love beautiful things, and I love luxury, and I love, simplicity as well. So all of the things I promise to myself, to the day that I die, I'm going to allow myself to channel that feminine woman in me, being that little girl in me, being playful and fun, and not taking me getting older so serious that I suppress my inner glow of happiness, of who I am, what makes me laugh, and just enjoying life. Because for me, I'm so silly. I laugh at the smallest things, but so what? That makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? So you got to find your commitment that you're going to make to yourself, that as you continue to grow, age gracefully, that's going to be your happy place. That's your commitment to yourself, and it's no judgment. You're going to be at peace in that, and that is just a part of your value system and who you are. Okay? So, let's talk about it. So, due to hormone fluctuations, ladies, this is the reason why we get hot flashes. This is the reason why we gain weight. We get changes in our skin elasticity. Thinning hair is a big deal. Big deal. I just thought it was genetics, but it really is a thing that comes along with menopause, ladies. Mood swings and difficulty concentrating. Like, when I read all the things in my research to bring you the information for this video, I was so taken back and then also overwhelmed. Like, how am I going to give all of this information in this video? Like, you're not going to even remember all of this stuff. But I was so taken back how, like, it affects our cognitive thinking. It affects our brain cells, our blood cells, our what's it called? Our immune system, our bone density. Like, it affects everything about us. So, like, I have had so many times where I just forget stuff. Part of menopause. I have had so many times where I just be so tired. Part of menopause. It is so many times that I'm like, okay, am I losing my mind? Because, like, I can't think straight. I can't concentrate. I can't focus. A part of menopause, y'all. It's so much that is a part of menopause. So I was really glad to bring this information because it shows me where I'm at and the things that I need to keep on doing. So really, to look at everything, y'all, it's about balancing our hormones. It's about balancing our hormones. And that's why I made that part, like the first part of this video, to balance our hormones, because that is number one. Okay. So, It's going to go also just into your diet and your lifestyle. So I'm going to say first, I think it's really good to know your blood type. I'm going to tell you why. Because in the blood type book, now I got this when I was vegan, before I became vegan. But I went to a holistic doctor, and he basically was telling me my blood was thick, and he asked me what I ate, and I thought I was eating healthy, right? So it's levels to eating healthy, because what's good for me may not be good for you, okay? And what's healthy for me may not be what's healthy for you, because of your genetic makeup and because of your blood type, okay? So it's good to be open-minded to listen, but I think it's really good also to go by and be aware of what feels good to you. How do you feel after you eat certain foods? Is your energy levels up? Do you feel constipated? Do you and keep your mind open that what may have worked for you once before may not work for you now. And one thing I love about that book, Eating for Your Blood Type, you can get it off of Amazon. It's called Eating for Your Blood Type. They have in there, and they also, ladies, for the ones who don't know their blood type, they have kits that you can take your blood and find out what your blood type is. And it's on Amazon as well. And they're very, very inexpensive. Once you find out what your blood type is, go to Amazon and get the book, Eating for Your Blood Type. I'm going to tell you why. Because it has in there foods that are highly beneficial for you. I'm a positive blood type. A lot of things I just cannot eat. I cannot eat red meat. I cannot eat shrimp. I cannot eat lobster. I can't eat beef. Why? Because according to my blood type, it's not beneficial to me. And a lot of the things that were in there, when I read it, it was ironic. I had stopped eating it anyway, because when I was a kid, red meat will always make me very, very constipated and very, very bloated. So I already had stopped. And it'll tell you what are the diseases and the disorders that you are prone to getting. It also gives you information to tell you what supplements are best for you. It also tells you what foods are like that are like medicine for your body, and that's under the highly beneficial. Then they have the foods that are just work in your body as foods. Then they have the section of what foods are like toxic to your body. So can you believe, for me, eating cucumbers may be fantastic for me, right? And which they are for my blood type. It may not be fantastic for you at all. It may actually be poisonous to your body. You say, girl, cucumbers? Yeah. It's just, everything is just not equal for everybody. And so you have to understand that. And so again, just because the food itself is healthy doesn't mean it's healthy for you. If somebody takes some daggone walnuts or some almonds or some pecans that is very healthy and put them over my yogurt, it's going to send me to the hospital in an allergic reaction. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to understand what foods are good for you, because food is going to be your best friend. But you have to know and understand which foods are good for you and what do they do. Why I say it's important to understand, to know what they do, because you're more prone to take it. Now you're starting to understand why you need it. And when you understand why you need it, you're more likely to take it. I know I am. I need to understand the why behind things. Also, I think too, you need to keep in mind in your genetics. Did your mom have thinning hair? Did your mom have diabetes? Also, keep in mind that because your mom had thinning hair and diabetes, you know that you're more prone to get these things. So, you want to live a lifestyle that's going to help you prevent these things. Understand, lifestyle trumps genetics, but you have to be proactive and consistent in that lifestyle. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is, again, diet. I'm going back to diet. I'm going to talk about when I was vegan. So in my blood type book, it talked about, so this is the thing. I had an episode one time where as though I was losing a lot of hair. And I started balding, y'all. I had all of this long hair and I started balding. Um the deal is, I was feeling so lethargic and tired all the time. And I didn't know why. I went to the doctors. They said to me, Miss Stewart, there is nothing wrong with you. We can't see anything wrong with you. I prayed and I asked God when I left out there, I said, please show me what I need to do to heal myself, and I will do it. Immediately, the health food store, when I was living in Fayetteville, Georgia, that was behind McDonald's, came to my head. I went there. I brought my results, and I went there and I told him what I was dealing with. This doctor came from, and I didn't know it was a door there. When I was talking to the people at the register, he came from out this door that I didn't even know was there and told me that he would like for me to get a blood test. Make a long story short, I got a blood test. The man asked me, was I alive? When he said that, it scared the heck out of me. He said my blood was so thick, y'all, I could have had a heart attack. He asked me what I ate that day, and I had blueberries, I had bananas, I had water, and I had something else. And he was like, yeah, that food is healthy, but that's not stuff probably for your blood type. So, make a long story short, he began to tell me about the book for my blood type, and started telling me about the different supplements that I needed to take. I said that to say this. Once I started to do that, and it was because I was feeling bad. It started with a feeling bad. The reaction was I was tired. I was bloated. I couldn't lose weight. I was breaking out. I noticed my hair completely changed. The parts of my hair that was breaking off stopped breaking off. That alopecia spot that came, it completely stopped. The tenderness in my scalp completely went away. My hair became more hydrated. When I would take my finger and go down my hair strand, it was smooth versus before it was bumpy, it was brittle. There is no amount of product that you can ever buy to put on your hair or on your body that is going to trump what you put inside. It's always an inside out job. So at that time, I decided to go vegan. I did vegan for years. It worked for me until it didn't. When did I know it didn't? When I kept crashing. I started having issues with my eyesight. I couldn't lose weight. That's because I was eating out of unbalance. Everything now I understand is about balance. So I couldn't lose weight, and I couldn't stay up more than maybe about, I would wake up tired. I would crash maybe about 12 o'clock. I would be dead tired, like tired, like needed to take a nap, tired, like a senior citizen nap in the middle of the day, doing hair and yawning over my customers. Like I was tired. I realized that I needed to make a change. So I started to add in some of the meats that were in eating for my blood type that were worked as food. I started to feel a difference. I started to be less tired. I'm like, okay. I was also having pains, y'all, in my colon, and that began to go away. So I'm like, okay, there's a such thing as too much fiber. Like, fruits and vegetables are fiber. And if you're always just eating that all the time, for some reason, it just didn't work for my colon. Now, at one point, it was good, but it was good, like I said before, until it wasn't. So I went on this diet. And without telling you too much, I'm about to give you some tea. It's called macros. You need to have a balance between protein, carbs, and healthy fats. Okay? So everything is about nutrition, and most of us has some form of deficiencies because we eat what we like more so than what is best for us. Okay? And a lot of times we don't know what is best for us because we didn't go to the doctor to get a blood test to be able to tell what we are deficient in. And that is something that we're going to talk about as well. So in this age group, we need to retain muscle and we need to have healthy fats and we need to have carbs. So complex carbs, healthy carbs, that is your fruits and your vegetables. I ain't talking about no starches. I ain't talking about potato chips and all that different type of stuff. That's what a lot of people do when they decide they want to go vegan. They eat junk food. They don't eat healthy food. I'm talking about healthy food. Okay. So to retain your mind and your habits and your taste buds so you can keep your hair and stay fine. Okay, so this is what we're going to talk about. So protein, your lean meat that's best for your blood type. You need to go ahead and get the book and find out what lean meats that are best for your blood type and eat mostly those meats, okay? And try to get them from a good source. What do I mean? Grass fed, your farmer's market, a lot of the grocery stores, they be doing stuff to our food and it's hard to really get good quality food. But if you can buy your food locally, it'll make so much more difference, ladies, because once the food is picked from the ground, it's losing the nutritional value. If you get it locally, it's picked in your area. It's not shipped and packaged and then put in the grocery store. By the time you get it, it has less nutritional value than you would when you see that person who may have a farm or may sell stuff, on your highway or at your near your grocery store or on the side of the road. These people have farms. Look up and Google local farms in your area and see what they sell and start buying your fruits and vegetables from these sources rather than the grocery store. And you're going to also see not only do they look different, they look totally different, y'all. They taste different. And they taste different because this is the right way that they're supposed to taste and they're supposed to look. And you begin to get the eye to see when you go in the grocery store how things in the grocery store are so much more altered than the natural source. Okay? So our hair is made up of keratin, a protein. Protein provides amino acids needed for keratin production for strong, healthy hair growth. If you don't have enough protein in your diet, your hair will suffer. Simple as that. And I wasn't getting enough because when I started to add protein into my diet, I started to feel good. I noticed my body change. I noticed my energy levels get better, and I'm just noticing a difference in me overall. I've never ate this much chicken, turkey, fish in my life, but I notice a difference in my overall body and in my health. Okay, iron is in red meat. Okay, it delivers the correct iron levels that help oxygen to the hair follicles and prevent hair loss. So, for those who can eat red meat, it is good for you to have some red meat maybe once or twice out of the week. Not overdo it. It shouldn't be every day. But now you know that the iron in the red meat is going to help deliver the correct iron levels that helps the oxygen to your hair follicles to prevent hair loss. Again, you want to get these meats grass fed. Okay? Zinc that is in the protein, especially beef and in turkey. It supports hair follicle health and helps maintain oil glands around the hair follicles, preventing dryness and breakage. This is big. I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes, like when I see ladies' hair who are thinning, their scalp is very dry. Their scalp is very dry, and I can see the flaking on their. It's like sometimes it did not come up. The flaking is not up, and it can't come up. It's just like a scaling of the scalp. And they said that they can even feel the tightness on their scalp. Not enough zinc. Not enough zinc. So, and I'm going to get into this too. Sometimes y'all eat, but y'all not eating enough. And sometimes y'all eating a lot, and it's of the wrong thing. But protein also offers B vitamins. B vitamin, especially B12, supports the red blood cell production and scalp circulation and hair growth. So anything when it comes to hair circulation is blood. It's not even hair circulation, it's blood circulation, blood flow to the scalp. That is vital because your hair gets its vitamins and nutrients through your bloodstream. So when your blood circulation is low, this is what happens to ladies whose hair begins to thin and begin to start with that inflammation or alopecia. It's like the blood flow, the inflammation in the body begins to strangle the nutrients that is in the base, which is the hair follicle, not the hair strand, the follicle of the hair strand that is in the root in that scalp. That is the hair follicle. That's the bulb of the hair where the follicle is. It needs blood supply and nutrition to grow. If it doesn't get it, what the inflammation does, it squeezes it out and it dries it up and it stops it from growing, and it cuts off the blood supply. Your B vitamins, your B12 that is in your protein in your meat is going to make sure that it doesn't do that. You see how food is the source of this? We gotta eat good. It promotes healthy skin, collagen production, and improves skin elasticity. We got to start looking at food as our healing and eating to how we want our health to be versus what tastes good, and start to alter our taste buds to what is beneficial for how we want to feel and how we want to see ourselves. That's what we really need to do. So let's start talking about carbs. Carbs, your fruits and vegetables, which are rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Antioxidants are so important because they fight off free radicals that kills us like on a cellular level, and it brings life to those cells so they don't die off. That keeps us young. That keeps our vitality, okay? And it regulates blood sugar, okay? I suggest also, so there is a happy medium with all of it. There is a such thing as high glycemic fruits and low glycemic fruits. I suggest you look up low glycemic fruits and favor them so we don't get sugar spikes and crashes in the bloodstream. Okay, so the deal is that we want to be so well in our eating habits and get it down pat to a point where as though we are canceling out a lot of sugars and a lot of spikes, because we want to keep our insulin levels We don't want to become insulin resistant. We want the spikes in the blood of the sugar and the salt spikes our insulin, and we become insulin resistant. And these things make our blood sugar, and it makes our hormones go up and down, whereas though it can't come back down, and it keeps remaining up. And when it remains up, then we become insulin resistant, and then we hold on to fat, and we tend to have that's when all of the symptoms of menopause magnify. Okay, that's why liquor is an issue as well, but I'm not gonna get off too much here. But there is like lower glycemic fruits, and excuse me, and again, look into your book of what fruits and vegetables are highly beneficial to you as well, and take a look and see if those are high glycemic or not. They're going in the blood type book, they're going to tell you what are beneficial to you, right? But at the same time, you still want to know what is low and high glycemic. It's not going to tell you that, okay? So you're going to have to do that due diligence for yourself. Like, I can eat watermelon. I love watermelon. It is fantastic. It hydrates me. It has lots of vitamin C. Amazing, amazing, but it's high glycemic. So I can't overdo it when watermelon season comes. Like, I used to drink a whole gallon of watermelon a day, okay? And so that's why I was having a lot of issues, because I was doing that all the time. You know, doing that once in a while is not a bad idea, but doing it all the time and not having that balance, yeah, it's going to cause issues. And it did. It really did. So fiber that is in your fruits and vegetables and your carbs, okay, it slows down the absorption of sugar, helping to maintain a steady energy levels. So when you eat too much fruits and vegetables by itself, it needs that balance with the protein. So the protein is going to help you feel satiated and full, along with the fiber of the fruits and the vegetables. It together, the combination, and with healthy fats all together, is the perfect combination to keep your blood sugar regulated, you feeling good, and giving your body the nutrition that it needs, okay? Fruit sugar versus refined sugar, okay? Fruit sugar contains fiber, making it a natural sugar, and it sustains your energy, versus refined sugar gives you a lot of spiking and is just not good for you. It has no nutritional value in it at all, okay? So let's talk about some fruits that are absolutely great for us when it comes to fruits that are good for us, that are good for not only us in menopause, but then also as far as our aging hair is concerned. So vitamin C, that's your citrus fruits, your strawberries, your bell peppers, helps produce collagen, which strengthens our hair and improves scalp health as well. When your hair is starting to thin, when your hair is starting to dry out, when you start having issues with inflammation, when you start having dandruff, when you start having seborrheic dermatitis, when you start getting bumps on your scalp, these are signs that you are fighting some type of inflammation, and over time of you not feeding your body the proper nutrition because it's telling you your body is out of whack. Then you go to the next stage, which is thinning. Then it starts going to the next stage of sparse hair. And when the growth cycle happens, which is the natural growth cycle, we all have stages in our growth cycle where it's growing, or it's shedding, or it's resting. By the time that the growth stage can come retard, whereas though it's not growing, the growth stage is shorter, and or The shedding stage, more hair will shed more than normal. And the rest stage, where nothing is happening, it will stay like that longer. You know what I'm saying? So when we start to see our hair and our body start to act funny, you need to jump on those things as soon as possible. Okay. Vitamin C also enhances iron absorption and essential for oxygenating hair follicles. It needs oxygen. Our hair follicles need oxygen. Okay. This is what you're getting out of your fruits and your vegetables. Okay. Vitamin A, which is found in carrots, sweet potatoes, and spinach, supports sebum productions, keeps scalp moisturized and healthy. I don't know about you, but I love me a sweet potato. I eat sweet potatoes on a weekly basis. I love sweet potatoes. Okay. Yes, so it keeps your scalp moisturized and healthy. Biotin B7, which is found in your bananas, your avocados, your sweet potatoes. It strengthens your hair strands and promotes hair growth. Your vitamin E, which is in your spinach, your avocado, your broccoli, your cruciferous vegetables, has antioxidants in it. It reduces oxidative stress that damage hair follicles. That's that free radicals that helps you on a cellular level. Okay. Iron, found in leafy greens, your spinach, your kale. It carries oxygen to the scalp and preventing hair loss. Okay. Zinc, your peas, your asparagus. It maintains healthy oil glands around the hair follicle and prevents dryness. Listen, this is the reason why, like, you'll see some people who you'll see like they're real fit, right? And you'll be like, okay, how in the heck are they eating all that food? It's no way that you possibly can eat all that food and be that small. I'm gonna tell you why in a little bit. I'm gonna tell you why. But let's get into healthy fats. Healthy fats are so important, okay? So because there are micronutrient absorption, okay? So that is going to be like your avocados, that is going to be your olive oils, your butters, okay? So it's good you can cook with those, right? But then also some of foods, the macros in them is protein and fat, like your yogurts, like your eggs, like your salmon. They're great sources of protein and fat, and they're healthy fats. You know, like you ever go, and I know you already know, like when you go to the store and you see your turkey or your beef, and it'll say, well, is it 80% fat, or is it 80% lean? Is it 20% lean? The fat, right? You want some fat, just not a lot of fat. The leaner, the better, but the fat that's in it is considered to be healthy fat because it's coming from the source of the actual protein. That's the reason why. But you don't want too much fats because fats are fats. So, but you do want some, but that's also considered fats, okay? So understand that if you are experiencing hot flashes, hair thinning, hair fall, weight gain, your hormones are not balanced. And only way to balance them is going to be through your diet. Your diet, your diet, your diet, your diet, your diet. So to get your healthiest, fullest hair is going to come with overall health, ladies. You got to keep your body in overall health. Okay? Now, this is what I was talking about before. Some of us don't eat enough of the right foods. This was me for so long, right? So Remember just a couple minutes ago, I was talking about how, like, you'll see somebody who's like really fit and they'll eat all this food, and you'll say, like, how in the heck is that person eating all that food and they are still thin? It's because, listen, your food is fuel. Your food is not nutrition for your body to be able to keep healthy and to supply you with energy. If in fact you don't eat enough, your body will suffer, your organs will suffer. Just know your hair is the last to get any vitamins or nutrients when it comes to the food that you put in your body. Why? Because your body is smart. It's going to feed your vital organs first, and your hair is going to be the last to get anything. So if you don't eat enough of the right things, your hair and your scalp is not going to get it. It's going to feed your kidneys, your liver, your muscles, all that different type of stuff. And it's going to keep you alive. Your body is meant to use the nutrition to keep you alive. And that is first. Your hair is last. It doesn't care about your hair. You can survive without your hair, right? Your body is trying to keep you alive. But if you don't eat enough, you don't get the vitamins and nutrients left over to go to the blood supply to your hair. Also, when you eat healthy like this, it's different than going to the store. Like when you make your own food versus going out to eat, you can waste 1,200 calories on one slice of pizza versus having a chicken thigh that you cooked at your home that's going to be 175 calories and some spinach that's going to be 22 calories. Okay? You didn't, in one chicken breast, you didn't probably got 22 grams of protein. Okay? And you're saying to yourself, well, how do they eat all this food? It's because you're cooking their food at home. When you take 400 calories of food that you actually cooked versus 400 calories out in the street, that's probably about 2 bags of chips, 2 servings of chips. You understand what I mean? So eating healthy, good food, you're going to get a lot more. And you're going to get full faster, but you need all of that calories to sustain your energy and your overall health. I'm telling you, dig it. I'm telling you, you got to be able to start to see the difference in your food. And you're not going to learn that until you actually like start getting I'm going to tell you, like MyFitnessPal, and start counting your calories. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like all of that food is 400 calories. And another 3 hours, I got to eat again. And your body, that's when your body starts to burn. It starts to burn. And it speeds up your metabolism because through menopause, ladies, it slows down our metabolism. And that's why we get these fat pockets in our arms and in our back and in our stomach. We got to speed up our metabolism. Then you got other people on the other end of the spectrum that eat emotionally. They eat according to how they feel. And they don't have a regimen or a schedule to eat healthy for them. And they eat too much of the wrong things. They're eating chips, they're snacking. They're not being intentional about what they're putting in their body. And this is where people come and they have the issues. This is the reason why the ladies are having issues on their scalp, because they're not being intentional about what they're eating and not eating enough of nutrient dense food. It makes a difference. I love, so this is what I say. I say, know the weight for aging gracefully. I say know the weight that you want to be and the look you want to be and to maintain it. This gives you a beautiful goal every single encouragement every single day to get up and to exercise and to make your food and to love on your body. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. So I suggest you go to Google and you look up what they call a calorie counter. It's called caloriecounter.com. Caloriecounter.com. It's going to bring up a thing where it's going to say your age, are you female or male, what is your current weight, how often do you exercise. Fill all that in, press the button, and then it's going to show you how many calories you need to maintain your current weight. It's going to tell you how many calories you need to lose weight slowly, and then how many calories you need a day to lose weight quickly. Let's just say, for instance, that the calories you need to lose weight, let's say, is 2,000 calories. What you need to do is to get your metabolism going. You need to be eating every 3 hours. 4 small meals every 3 hours. Say if it's 2,000 calories that you need to begin to start lose weight or maintain the weight. That's 500 calories distributed in 4 meals. 2,000 divided by 4 is 500 calories 4 times. Okay? Then you need a meal prep. And you need to be able to have a healthy fat. Like, so if you cook something in olive oil, you pour a little bit of olive oil in there on your salad or on your chicken or something like that, or your chicken breast, and then your maybe your spinach or your asparagus or your sweet potato, whatever it is. It needs to be nutrient dense with just a protein, your healthy carb, and a healthy fat. That's it. 4 times a day. Meeting those calories, because you need all those calories to keep your energy levels up, keep your blood stabilized, get your metabolism going, and to feed all your vital organs to have enough to share for your health. Did you hear I said your health? You got to have it for your health, okay? So don't be looking at that food tripping like, oh my God, I gotta eat all that. Eat it. Eat it. Enjoy it. Eat it slow. Eat it slow. So if you get up at 6 o'clock, you should be eating your first meal at 7. And from 7, eat at 10. Then 1. You get it? Every 3 hours. Every 3 hours, you should be eating. And if you cook on Sunday, you prepare your meals, you weigh it out, you put them to the side. When it's time to eat, all you gotta do is throw it in the microwave, heat it up. It is so good, I promise you. Some people have a problem with leftover foods. Me, this girl, I don't. Because me personally, when I cook my chicken, and I season it all good and I leave it in the refrigerator, it's like the juices and the seasonings marinate so well together, and by the time I go back and eat it, it is just fantastic. Okay, so I stay satiated, I stay feeling good, my energy levels feel good, and when I start to crash is when I'm hungry. It's time to eat again. And it's so funny because you're going to notice by maybe about a week in, if your body wasn't getting hungry before, you're going to notice that every 3 hours, your body's going to start to have, like, you're going to be hungry. You're going to notice that you may start getting tired. I notice now that when I get tired, it's because I'm hungry. It was time for my body to refuel itself, okay? So you have to eat. This is intentional living, okay? And MyFitnessPal is great for counting calories and a good old scale. And what I'll do is I'll start making videos to show you guys how I meal prep, the things I do, the foods that I eat, all that different type of stuff. And I say this, do not be hard on yourself. Enjoy your process. Have fun with it. Enjoy good food. Enjoy good food. It is very important for you to enjoy. Like, I love my sweet potatoes. I love my asparagus. I love my turkey quesadillas and all these different things that I make that is in the premises of me eating healthy. I love it. It tastes good to me. I enjoy it. So enjoy it. Be intentional. And you're going to notice that the lifestyle that you want is not that you want to look and feel good and to age gracefully and to keep your vitality is not that hard, because you're going to make this into your lifestyle habits, okay? So eating this way will balance your hormones. It will stabilize your blood sugar. It will prevent insulin resistance and high cortisol levels, okay? So we want to keep all this down, and this promotes and supports a healthy body, okay? So because we're losing estrogen, there's some foods that actually mimics estrogen in our body, and that is soy, that's tofu, that's flaxseed oil, chickpeas, I love chickpeas, and lentils. So getting them into your body is also a great way to help balance your hormones, okay? So all of this, it helps promote healthy hair growth, healthy scalp, fuller hair. It keeps our inflammation levels down, and it fights that hormone that we all hate, which is DHT, that causes male pattern baldness. You know it, the one that has you going bald here and keeping all this hair around here. Ain't nobody got time for that. When you see men who are going through that, it's because their hormones are out of whack as well. It's all an inside out job for all of us. It's not just the thing that we go through when we hit menopause. It's really about balanced and healthy diet in all of us as humans, okay? We need this as a nutritional defense that will keep our menopause symptoms down, okay? So I talked about eating locally, looking on Google, going in, finding farms that are closest to you, and start getting your fruits and vegetables from your farms versus your actual supermarkets. Unless you find some parts in your supermarkets, you can see where it say locally grown. That's good. Pick them up instead. Farmers market, they do have things that are locally grown as well. Okay. So let's talk about supplements, because the food has a lot of the foods are genetically modified, that the nutrition is not up in them. We have a lot of foods that have a lot of pesticides on them, that is putting toxins in our body. And the quality of the dirt is no longer rich and dense in nutritional value, that it gives the food the nutrition that it really needs to feed us. So sometimes we have to supplement. So I found, let's see, y'all, I found some good supplements. Okay, I found 7 good supplements for us. Okay, so you ready? You ready? All right, I love it. Ashwagandha, ladies, Get with it. So we need these supplements, first of all, to cover what the food doesn't. And to add on to the great foods that we are eating, that our hair just gets the overflow of nutrients and vitamins and minerals that it needs to really just look good. Like, if we talking about aging gracefully, we still want to be fine. We still want our skin to look supple and plump. We still want our hair to be full with body. We still want to look good in our skin and be nice and toned. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. So ashwagandha. Listen to what ashwagandha does for us. Okay. Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha. See, I don't have all the technology ladies that's going to have the ashwagandha going through the screen and me go like this and point to this and the ashwagandha pill pops up here. As I grow, and I promise you, as I grow and I have this channel gets monetized, the money that I make from the channels, I will be paying people to do those type of things with the great editing and the pop-ups with the links at the bottom. I don't know that. I'm sorry, I can't do it. So you need pen and paper right now with me. Got to do the old-fashioned way because I just am not with modern technology. But soon, God is going to bless, and this channel will be monetized, and I will have people who will do that for me when they post it after I make the video. Okay, so just bear with me. It ain't gonna be like this always, I promise you. So ashwagandha, it regulates our hormones, ladies. It controls stress and hormone production. Do you hear that? So stress is a big deal. Stress, a lot of times we be stressed and we don't even be realizing it. That's how fragile we are, okay? I have had plenty of times I thought I was just handling my business. And my body was like, no, girl, sit down. And I was like, I got things I got to do. And my body was like, no, sit down. And it made me sit down for 48 hours one time. So when I first moved to Georgia, I had to get my babies in school, and I had to go to the welfare office to get my kids their Medicare, Medicaid. I had to get food stamps. I had to get everything together. I had to get my kids enrolled in school. I had to go food shopping. And I wanted to go to the hair show. My body was like, sit down. I thought I was just handling things. And my body was like, sit down. So we are way more sensitive than what we think we are. But we really just be handling life. And the stress over time, it shows up. It shows up. And we just keep going and going and going and going and going. So sometimes it's good that our bodies will sit us down, and that's what happened to me. And when you are stressed, it raises your cortisol levels. Okay? It makes you lose hair. It makes you gain weight. So ashwagandha regulates and controls your stress. It helps your body to manage stress better. Okay? It reduces cortisol levels, and it helps with thyroid function. It improves scalp circulation and blood flow to the scalp. It stimulates DHEA, which is an anti-aging hormone that promotes follicle health and reduces thinning. It has anti-inflammatory properties that fights hair loss. It strengthens your hair. And it has antioxidants in it that neutralizes free radicals. This damages free radicals, damages cells. Like oxidative stress, it damages cells that follicles just don't go back. Free radicals. But these antioxidants stop that from happening. It promotes healthy hair growth cycle. Remember I talked about the cycle? We have a growth cycle, we have a shedding cycle, and we have a resting cycle. This promotes healthy hair growth cycle. As we get older, our growth cycle begins to get smaller and smaller, and the resting phase gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's for the ladies who say, my hair is not growing. You're right. Your growth cycle has changed due to menopause. So you got to do something about it. We don't sit on these things. We get proactive. We get proactive because when you sit on things for too long, they become permanent. And we don't want for things to become permanent. We want to be proactive into healing things in preventive mode. Then also when we see things happening, we want to get on it so it doesn't stay that way for long. We nip it in the bud, okay? This ensures that more hair remains in the active growth phase. Ashwagandha. Okay. Number 2. I got something to show y'all. Omega-3s. Now, this is the kind of omega-3 that holistic doctor had told me to get. So this is Elite Omega-3. It's 1,600 milligrams. It helps with, it's called Wild Norwegian by Carlson. You see that? You see where it says Wild Norwegian? He kept talking about that. There's something about that Wild Norwegian. And I guess it's where the fish is from, the Norwegian, but it's wild caught. Okay? And it's by Carlson. Elite Omega-3s. You see? Has 1,600 milligrams. And it helps with heart health, brain function, and vision health. Boy, do I need to keep taking these. Because I be having the brain farts. And I take 2 of these a day. So let's talk about what omega-3s do. It fights inflammation, ladies. Inflammation. Listen, going through menopause, it naturally makes us have inflammation issues. So with most of the things that we do and we take, it needs to be about fighting inflammation and free radicals. We have to. So yes, fighting inflammation, it regulates hormones. It nourishes our hair follicles, encouraging stronger, thicker hair and growth by improving blood flow to the scalp. We're on omega-3s. This is what omega-3s do. It reduces hair loss. It moisturizes the scalp. It prevents split ends. It reduces breakage and controls hair thinning. Omega-3. And I take this. This is something that I do take. Vitamin D. All right, my beautiful black ladies. We need this. Our body does not, because of our beautiful melanin. Ain't we so beautiful? When the sun hits us, it's not easily as penetrated. So we don't get enough vitamin D. It takes us longer for our body to absorb vitamin D through the sun. And vitamin D, like, if you don't have enough of it, like, it messes you up. And I have went to the doctors before and have gotten blood tests, and they'll be like, your vitamin D levels are so low that, what they tell me? Your vitamin D levels are so low that it was like they gave me this little green pill, and it was like one for a week. And it was like real high in vitamin D levels. And then behind it, I was supposed to come and supplement with taking the vitamin D. So in the summertime, you need to be sitting out in the sun. And in the wintertime, and the summertime, you still need to be taking vitamin D. Vitamin D. So this is vitamin D3. Okay. And one of these have 5,000 IUs. And look how small they are. They're very small, very easy to take. It's not no big deal. Look how small they are. I don't know if you can see that. See how small they are? Look how small they are. It just slide right on down your throat. So vitamin D helps with mood swings and depression. It enhances immune response and risk of infections and chronic diseases. That one little pill, taking it every day. It supports adrenal glands, which supports production of estrogen and other hormones. That's big. That's big. That's big. That big. That means it supports the estrogen that we do have left in our bodies. Okay. It encourages the hair to stay in growth phase longer. You better take this vitamin D. It fights hair loss in growth stage. Oh, listen to that, y'all. Fights hair loss in growth stage of the shedding and alopecia and reduces thinning. The fact that it fights hair loss is a big deal. Helps stop the alopecia from forming. It reduces thinning. It reduces scalp conditions like dandruff and psoriasis. That means it has inflammation. It helps fight inflammation as well. It aids in production of keratin and protein that makes your hair and your nails and your skin strong. It helps to maintain strength and elasticity in your hair and prevents premature graying. They say you also suggested that vitamin D should be paired with calcium. Now I got this. This is called Nature's Sea Calcium. I got this calcium from Nature's Sunshine. I find them to be a great source of good supplements. I don't feel like sharing now why I actually got this, but it does help also with my bones. Okay. And I have a problem with my bones, especially the bones inside of my ear. With magnesium, this is calm. This is magnesium calm. Okay. This helps also with magnesium is a mineral that our body does not produce, and a lot of us are deficient in it. Now I take this usually at nighttime. It makes me sleep well. It helps with my bowels. It calms me, and it also helps to fight inflammation as well. So they say that these three together are like the menopause combination that you definitely need to be taken, okay, for optimum bone and hair benefits. That's what they say, okay. I love magnesium calm. I really, really do. And it doesn't taste bad. It really doesn't. Take a little cup. I promise you, it ain't that bad. Now, B complex. I was told I was deficient in this like months ago. No, years ago. And I didn't take it seriously until I could tell something was going on with my body. And I got another blood test, and it said I was deficient in B complex. And it's so crazy because one minute you can go to the doctors and you don't be low on stuff, and the next time you go and you be all the way low. And it's because they don't tell you, and this is one thing I love about the trichologist. It'll say like 100% to 0. It'll show you your levels where you at. At the doctor's office, they'll just say, okay, you're not low. But you could be 1 point about to be in the low. They don't tell you that. They just say, oh, okay, well, nope, you're not low. You're fine. You're fine where you're at. But no, you're not, because you need to already know to stay in preventive mode that you almost are low. So you need to be looking out for that too. They don't talk to you that way. And if you got a doctor that do talk to you that way, you hold on to them because they're a good doctor. But B complex, this has loads of everything in it. So it has B1, B2, niacin, BG, folic, B12, biotin. It has all of them in it. So the complex has all of the B sources all wrapped up in one. So I'm going to tell you what I found about B complex, and it's only one pill, and I only need one. I take one of these a day. You see? One. And this here fights tiredness. It fights fatigue, a mood regulation. It reduces brain fog. It promotes cognitive health and helps body manage stress and cortisol levels. All that. As far as menopause is concerned. Okay? But then also, it has biotin in it, which helps with the keratin production and strengthening and promoting healthy hair growth. It supports hair follicles and scalp, encouraging thicker hair. It reduces hair thinning and ensures healthy red blood cell production, which oxygenates and helps with nutrition to the hair follicles and preventing hair thinning caused by poor circulation. It supports cell regeneration, including the cells in the hair follicle. That's big. It reduces hair loss, promotes hair circulation, prevents hair dryness and breakage. It helps your hair maintain moisture and elasticity of the hair, reducing breakage and split ends. B complex. All right, let's go to the next thing. Flaxseed. I'm almost done. It's time to get some more. So I take this kind only because this is what the holistic doctor at that time had told me to take. This is $28.49, but it lasts a nice amount of time. Okay, it's supposed to be organic. 1 tablespoon is 120 calories. So this is a healthy fat. It's a healthy fat. Fresh, cold pressed, pure, unrefined, organic, fresh flax oil. I just take it and I squirt it in my mouth. I do. So this is, flax oil is rich in lignans, which is a phytoestrogen that mimics estrogen in the body. So it helps balance your hormones. It reduces hot flashes, and it's an anti-inflammatory. It improves hair elasticity and structure of the hair strand. It reduces breakage and split ends. It prevents scalp conditions like dandruff, itching, and inflammation. It's rich in vitamin E that protects follicles from oxidative stress and boosts hair growth by nourishing the scalp. It prevents thinning, and it adds shine and moisture to your hair. Now, the next one I don't have over here, but that's chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is what that green substance is in your green leafy vegetables. Chlorophyll. So I used to get it from the health food store, and After writing all of this up last night, I'm like, girl, you got to get some more chlorophyll, because like me reading all the amazing things that chlorophyll does to your body, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. So chlorophyll, first of all, helps detoxify the liver to regulate, and it helps regulate hormones and estrogen. So anything we eat, it has to be filtered through your liver, with your adrenals and your kidneys. Okay, if your kidneys is bad, your liver is bad. We don't want our liver to be bad. We don't want our liver to be bad. You don't want your kidneys to be bad too, but your liver, if your kidneys is bad, your liver is bad. But you know, we eat a lot of food that has a lot of chemicals in it, so it's filtered by your liver and your kidneys, and sometimes it gets overworked, so you need to detoxify it. So I love the fact that chlorophyll helps detoxify the liver. It eases hot flashes and mood swing. It has alkalizing effects. Let's just get on that. Alkalizing, most foods that we eat are acidic. Alkalizing the body puts your body in a state of healing. That's why it says it detoxifies the liver. Alkalizing your body allows your body to heal, and you always want to have some time of healing. That's why people fast as well. And that's why people go on fruit diets, because it gives the body a chance to release a lot of toxins that are put in the body through us breathing, through us washing our hair, through the water, through the plastics, through the perfumes, through the makeup. Everything has some form of toxicity in it, and it gets in us through our pores, on our skin, when we touch it, when we wash our clothes in it, you get more toxins from your water that you are shampooing your hair with or getting in the shower with than when you drink. You only can drink but so much, but just imagine how much toxins your body is absorbing through the water that you shower in. That's why we need filters on our showers, for real. Menopause increases inflammation in the body. Chlorophyll helps maintain the pH, reducing inflammation. It's rich in magnesium, oxidating the blood, reducing fatigue, and boosts energy. Supports gut health. That's why I take probiotics. I need these. I'll talk about these in a minute. Supports gut health, that cleans the digestive system. Oh, I love that. Clean my digestive system. All alleviating bloating and slow digesting. Reduce anxiety and irritability. Promotes hair growth. Creates a healthier environment for hair growth. Chlorophyll also is a good source of A, C, and E, which stimulates hair growth by nourishing the hair follicle, reduces hair thinning, improves scalp health, and it's an antibacterial and an anti-inflammatory. This is all in chlorophyll. It's rich in antioxidants. It neutralizes free radicals, which damages hair follicles, leading to thinning, graying, and oxidative stress, which slows hair aging. When I had chlorophyll, I think it was like a liquid form. It was like a liquid form, and I didn't have to take much. I think I took like a tablespoon, and it didn't taste like much. I see the girls now, they even have like powders, and they mix it in with their water, and they shake it, and they take it down like a shot. Like, it's really not a big deal. It also strengthens your hair strands, because it has iron and magnesium, amino acid. It supports keratin, and it supports keratin production. There we go. We definitely need some chlorophyll in the building. Okay, eating it is one thing, but taking a supplement and eating it, we want that overflow so we can get to our hair. You heard me, I said it right, our hair. Okay. So vitamin C. Now I do not like this source of vitamin C. You know why? Got too many damn ingredients in it for me. I'd rather just want vitamin C. That's why I love my oranges. I love my carrots. I love my watermelons. I like getting it from a natural source, but this is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I know it got other stuff in it. It's a better source supplement than this. So Nature's Way used to have a vitamin C, and it's like a round tablet and it's circular. And in that, it it would be sweet. You would chew it like remember back in the day you used to have the Flintstone vitamins? You would chew it like that. And it used to be good. It used to be like candy. I remember I used to buy them, and my daggone kids used to eat them like they were candy. I'll never forget that. They used to eat all of them. I'm like, they're not candy. Stop eating them like that. Like, I wanted them to eat them, but not eat them like that. But they used to grub on them. But vitamin C helps boost collagen production, helps your immune system. It combats fatigue. It reduces oxidative stress and the decline in estrogen for free. It helps fight free radicals and cellular damage. Vitamin C is so needed. It neutralizes the free radicals, reduces inflammation, and protecting our cells. It helps with cognitive health. It stimulates hair growth, blood circulation to follicles, prevents hair thinning and breakage, improves scalp health, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory properties, protect the scalp of oxidative stress and inflammation, creating an optimal environment for hair growth. It helps absorption of vitamins and nutrients from plant-based sources. That's good. So that means anything that you eat, as far as your fruits and vegetables, which is in your carbs, when you take your vitamin C's, it's going to make sure it absorbs properly. And see, a lot of people have a problem with absorbing. You can eat whatever you want, but if your body's not absorbing it, right, that's the problem. So this helps with that. That's great. It adds shine and vitality to dull, aging hair. So you may say, girl, you got so many vitamins here. Yeah, but what you can do is you can split them in half and take some in the morning and take some at night. But when you take them in the morning, I suggest you take it after you eat your first meal, because I have had situations where I take vitamins on an empty stomach and it's coming back up. It's coming back up. So as you can see, menopause is going to be about self-care and how you manage your health and lifestyle to combat the signs of aging. So you get this chance. You get a choice to put the time in, the effort to really choose what you want to put into your body so you can age gracefully. Fight those GMO or genetically, but genetic traits. It helps fight genetic traits. The next thing we want to talk about is hydration. Hydration. So as you can see, yeah. Can you believe that 75% of Americans are dehydrated? When you're dehydrated, it induces night sweats and hot flashes. It's hard for the body to regulate its temperature because you're dehydrated. It increases fatigue and brain fog. It reduces blood flow and oxygen delivered to the brain. Water is oxygen. Remember H2O? So it reduces the blood flow to the brain. It promotes dry skin and dries out mucous membranes. This is where people get all that inflammation in their head region. This is where dementia comes in, and Alzheimer's and sinus issues and not the ability of not being able to see, glaucoma and cataracts and all this stuff. It's all in the head region of inflammation. Okay, so the more that you fight inflammation and you're drinking water and you're eating healthy, it helps with all that. Dehydration intensifies the natural decline in skin hydration, leading to dry, itchy skin and vaginal dryness. I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if I'm talking too much, but y'all my friends. And as I get older, I still want a man, and I still want to do what grown folks do. I mean, who don't love good sex? I mean, come on. And I don't want her to be dry. I know you don't either, girl. You better drink your water so your cooch don't be dry. Also, dry, brittle hair. It lacks the moisture of the hair strands, and dry, brittle hair is prone to break. It slows hair growth because the water transports nutrients to the hair follicle. Dehydration stops the process, reducing the ability of vitamins and nutrients to flow to the hair. This also weakens the roots, causing hair thinning and poor elasticity. That's why I was told you should drink half your body weight in spring water. Get it in early. So if you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking 50 ounces of water. I bought this off of Amazon. This is considered to be a half gallon of water. This is all I have drunken so far. I need to drink this and then another half, and I drink half of my body weight. It's not that bad. I didn't start early. But you need to drink your water, okay? Also, you can get it in water-rich foods to help replenish hydration. Now, I love this. This is my thing because I'm going to give y'all the tea. Y'all in this video for an hour and 30 minutes. Let me tell you something. Cucumber juice. Buy yourself a juicer. I'm not talking about a blender. I'm not talking about a NutriBullet. I'm talking about buying yourself a juicer. Okay? Get yourself some cucumbers and juice them cucumbers. Let me tell you something. If you want some beautiful skin and some beautiful hydrated hair, drink yourself some cucumbers and be consistent. Maybe about 8 ounces a day. Or just start off with an extra 12 ounces in a week. Just start. It gives your hair everything it needs. Everything it needs. Everything. You talking about hydrated, beautiful hair? Get in that cucumber juice and you're going to see your hair flourish. I promise you. I had this, let me quick story. I had this one young lady. She was my customer. She used to always admire, she used to always love my skin. And she admired my hair too. And she had a lot of scalp issues, and very drying and different things. And I don't like to press upon my way of life on other people. People have a right to live how they want to live. But when she asked me, I was able to share. And she asked me, and I told her to start drinking cucumber juice. We never talked about it again. I told her the reason why, and she did it. She was coming to me like every 3 weeks, once a month. And I remember particularly, it was a while like after we talked about it, and we never talked about it again. She she came in and I was like, "You look totally different. What are you doing?" And she was like, "No, no, I don't." I said, "Yes, you do. Like, you look totally different." What do I mean? Her skin was so supple. Her scalp, she had a line. So her hair was very, very thin and sparse. She had a line, y'all, of just dryness. It was a patch of film all over her scalp. I used to have to put on a hydration machine, get it moist, put dandruff shampoo on it to bring it up. And sometimes, like I said before, it was nothing to bring up. The scalp itself was just dried out. And she said when she went like this, she could feel the tightness in it. That was all gone. All gone. I kept saying, "What are you doing?" I forgot that I told her that, and we never talked about it again. She said, "Oh, I'm been doing the cucumber juice like you told me." Let me tell you something. That woman looked beautiful. Her skin and her hair, it was a whole different head of hair. Not only was it filling in, y'all, her hair was like the surface texture had changed. It was no more dry and brittle. It was soft. It was supple. It was shiny. It laid down. It was beautiful. When I seen that, I'm like, "Yo, this woman here, she did the damn thing." When I'm talking about being consistent and not making no excuses, the results was in, baby. And it changed the whole dynamic of not just her skin, but her hair. And I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her. So drinking your cucumber juice, one thing about cucumbers, it doesn't raise your glucose. So you can get that in. Now, watermelon, you're going to get all that vitamin C and that hydration, but it's going to raise your glucose. It is seasonal. It's not all the time that it's around. Cucumbers you can get all year round, but watermelon you cannot. So I'm not going to say don't enjoy your watermelon juice. I'm going to say don't overindulge in it like I did, unless you are going through a fasting stage where you're just doing fruits, okay? And that is very, very important to do fast, okay? And with fruit fast, okay? This helps limit dehydration and also help to bring your body back to balance so you can be hydrated, okay? So limit dehydrating substances. So like coffee. I do like coffee, but I notice when I drink coffee, I get dehydrated, okay? So stay away from things that you know is going to dehydrate you, because it's going to mess with your hair as well, okay, and your skin. So if you're going to drink coffee, one cup of coffee you know is going to dehydrate you. If you're supposed to drink your half of your body weight, you need to drink probably about 12 ounces more. You understand what I mean? To offset the dehydration of that coffee, or be drinking your cucumber juice or your watermelon juice later on that day. But you're going to have to bring in some type of hydration from dehydrating yourself from coffee. Also alcohol. It's too high in sugar, and it dehydrates you. Too high in sugar. You can't lose fat while your body is processing alcohol. It turns into sugar. It makes you fat, and it's just not worth it. Like, do it every now and then. Salty foods, same thing with that. Salty food, putting a lot of salt and seasoning on everything. Just, I'm not saying not put it on, but don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. So on my protein journey, this is one of the protein drinks that I absolutely loved that I no longer drink. Why? This limited edition of pumpkin spice premier protein, 30 grams of protein, only 160 calories. Why would I stop drinking it? It's making me dehydrated. Totally dehydrated. That's why it's just sitting here. It may do good for somebody else, but it darn sure don't do good for me. But when I tell you it's good, oh my gosh. I used to make a cup of coffee. Oh, that was double dehydration. Listen to that. I used to make a cup of coffee and put this in there with it and drink this. I would be full for so long and just drink all my water. I remember. But that's very dehydrated. So, yeah. Realize what is making you dehydrated and stop. I noticed also protein chips were making me dehydrated. Notice how you feel. If you eat something and all of a sudden you're thirsty and your mouth is dry, it's making you dehydrated. Don't do it. Take notice. Be aware. Also, to induce moisture, get a humidifier. Get a humidifier, put it in your room. They have cool ones and they have hot ones. What a humidifier does, it will put cool mist in the air in the bedroom while you're asleep to help offset some of the heat, which is drying to keep you warm. The heat that keeps you warm is drying to your skin and to your hair. The humidifier will put cool air in or warm air, but it's mist of water. So it will help to offset that drying of that heat to add more moist and mist in the air. Okay. And let's talk about trichologists versus dermatologists. Okay. So listen, I see a lot of ladies who come in the salon who have had braids in their hair, who have had weaves in their hair, clip-ins in their hair, doing a lot of color, a lot of relaxers. They all have something in common. They're starting to go bald or thinning hair. More so my ladies, more so the ladies I notice are the ones who wore weaves, wigs. And I'm not talking about the wigs. Now, let me be clarified. Weaves, their hair was doing bad because they weren't taking care of their hair in between the weaves. It made them lazy. Wigs, they were putting glue around their hairline along with that stock cap, and it wasn't keeping up with their hair. They were losing and thinning hair all around their hairline area. Braids, too heavy, pulling. Locks, too heavy, pulling. They come out of it. They don't know how to take care of their hair. They go back in and do it over again. Now they're at a stage where though not only do they not know how to take care of their hair, and it was using these styles as a form of convenience, now they have to wear these styles, and or they don't got no hair no more. After a while, you keep doing the very thing that's damaging and pulling out your hair and putting tension on your hair follicles, and you're not eating right. Do you really expect for it to grow back? No, it's traction alopecia. It will not grow back. It doesn't grow back. Traction alopecia does not grow back. You pulled the hair out the hair follicle for so long, it doesn't grow back. Now you may get a little peach fuzz here and there, but it ain't growing back like this. It ain't growing back like that. It ain't doing it. It ain't doing it. In this, all in the because you want to look, because you want this certain hairstyle, because you want to look a certain way. A lot of times when you wear them wigs and them weaves and stuff like that and them braids, it's just a false sense of identity. I'm sorry, but it is, because you don't like the way you look with your own hair. But then when you put that on, now you a baby, and now you got, and you feeling that's good. I want you to feel good, but I want you to feel good in your own hair and have your own hair, because we only get one set of hair that's going to last us from youth to old. And when I get old, I don't want to be wearing no wig unless I want to, not because I have to. You understand what I mean? I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend nobody. So, what is a trichologist? A trichologist is a person who studies the scalp and the hair. They give you natural remedies and get to the root cause of the things that your hair is going through. When do you need a trichologist? When your hair starts to go, when you start having problems with thinning. Before then, you may have itchy. You may have tenderness of scalp. Anything when your scalp starts getting very dry and tight, when you start getting itchy, when you start getting tingling in your scalp, you touch your scalp and your scalp is sensitive. Your hair keeps breaking all the way down to the root, and it just keeps breaking in those areas. A lot of ladies get breakage right here in that area all the time. You need to be going to a trichologist. You need to be going to a trichologist. Why? A good one. I found one off of Instagram. Her name is Dr. Nina Ross of Atlanta. Dr. Nina Ross. She don't know me. I just know she knows what she's talking about. Because I did the work. I did the study. So I know when somebody knows what they're talking about. And Dr. Nina Ross knows what she's talking about. I sent one of my customers over there. I fell in love with her even more. She don't even know me. I ain't getting paid to tell Paul call out this lady name. I'm just telling you that she's a good trichologist. And one of my customers went and she took her blood. And when she took her blood, she was able to see everything that she was lacking. And it was a lot. And this young lady completely lost all her hair years ago. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. Stop waiting. You wait too long. You put your hair in a situation where as though you're not in preventive mode. You thinking it's going to come back on its own, and it's not, because you ain't changing nothing. You don't even know what it is. You're not adding in what it needs or stopping what it don't need or what you shouldn't be doing for it to stop. So why are you doing nothing about it? Do you want to look like that for the rest of your life? No. So if the braids are pulling out your hair, you notice your hair is thinning, stop doing it. Don't go back and get it done again. Don't do that. You want your hair to last you until you get old. Stop pulling out your hair. And if it is did get pulled out, don't do it again. Don't go back to what messed you up. Go to a trichologist immediately when your scalp starts acting funny. Immediately. Dermatologist, the difference between a dermatologist is a dermatologist is a study of the skin. They will give you prescriptions. They will give you topical medications and steroids to put on that so that it can grow back. They'll give you shots in your scalp, all these different type of things. Sometimes they help, sometimes they don't. But I say, do both. I say do both. Because if you want a fast result, go head on over there and have that doctor give you that shampoo. So like, all right, for instance, my daughter has seborrheic dermatitis on her scalp. It is a hormone issue. She has a lack of vitamin D, and then it's also a problem with inflammation on her scalp as well. She got this from a dermatologist. It works. It works. We put this in a tint bottle. I rinse her hair, completely saturate her hair for like about 2-3 minutes, like really saturate her hair really, 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 like a lot. Her hair, her scalp, everything. Like anything film that was in her hair is down the drain. I'm saturating her hair and her scalp completely. I take the first shampoo. That's going to determine, the first shampoo that I'm going to use is either going to be an all-purpose shampoo or a hydrating. It could be a clarifying, or all-purpose, or a hydrating, depending how dirty your hair is and what her hair needs, right? So any of those shampoos, I would take it, put it in the palm of my hand, emulsify it, put it throughout her hair. I'm not touching the scalp. I would take the tint bottle with this in it, put it all over her scalp, and massage it in. Once I massage it in, The other shampoo is already on her hair shaft. So it's protecting it from this. Because this is good for the scalp, but it's not good for the hair, and it will dry the hair out. So I got my first shampoo in on the hair and now also on the scalp. This stops you from, and it has to sit on for 5 minutes. This stops you from having to scratch the scalp up, from the scalp bleeding, cracking, all this different kind of stuff. But it's only but so many times that you can use this. Because this is a steroid. It's a steroid. It ain't good for your body. Because so at the same time, you need to be taking your vitamins and eating right and all that different type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? Put both of them together. So when you can't take this no more, the other healthy stuff is now kicking in. You understand what I mean? So that's how I would play it if I had those issues. My baby girl definitely needs vitamin D and chlorophyll and all the things that we are just talking about now. Because truthfully, ladies, like hormonal issues, same thing as thyroid issues, all of it, it starts while we're younger. It's just that when menopause hit, the estrogen goes all the way down. But hormonal issues, it can happen at any age. This is not just for, this is for aging gracefully, yes. But at the same time, these are things that we need to be doing in our younger years to prevent, so that we're not in such of a deficit when we do hit menopause, if that makes sense to you. So I say, do not wait. Immediately go and see a trichologist and a dermatologist and get on it. Start making the lifestyle changes and do not sit back and wait. Now let's talk about exercise, because I'm going to tell y'all something. Exercise helped me. It completely stopped my hot flashes. Completely stopped. It balanced my hormones. It balanced my hormones. We need to be exercising. So us as women after 30, we start to lose 3 to 8% of muscle a year. That's not good. It accelerates and increases more during menopause. Do you hear that? So you're more prone to gain weight and have a slower metabolism. So this is why you start getting the saddlebags, all this in here, stored fat. They said, how about when I did when I did the research, it says women who are going premenopause and menopause prone to gain fat in the abdominal, the arms, and the back. And listen to this. The legs get skinny and weaker. Now, what kind of figure is that? Oh, talking about legs look like baseball bats. Listen, we got to take care of ourselves. You got to exercise. So I'm going to tell you the different exercises that I noticed that really does well with menopause, okay? Lifting weights, pushing them weights. Yes, yes, yes. So don't be scared of the weights. I don't care what age you are. Push them weights, okay? Lifting weights help with bone density and muscle mass. It also is going to burn fat, okay? So what's the difference between burning fat? Burning fat is when you are lifting weights, you are challenging your muscles and your bones, that when you are even at rest, you're going to be burning fat, okay? So this is going to make your body stronger. It's going to help balance your hormones. It's going to make you more toned. It's going to make you look good. It's going to make you feel good. And it's going to give you shape in your body as you lose fat. So you're going to lose inches, but you're going to start getting toned. Them arms ain't going to shake as much. You're going to just look good, baby. You're going to look sexy. I want you to look sexy, honey. Strength train, same thing. Bone density and muscle growth. So strength training, what's the difference between strength training and lifting weights? I should have did this. So lifting weights and strength training is almost basically the same thing. So it's like you're going to start off with a heavy weight. And you want to do functional exercises. Exercises that, like, they call it farmers carry. Carry 2 Start off with two 15-pound weights in both hands and carry it. Why? Because it mimics your grip of you carrying your grocery bags. Chest press. Just in case something falls on you, you want to be able to press it off of you. Squats. If you get down on that ground, or if you fall on the ground, you want to be able to get up. You want to be able to keep your quality of life, that you're not being a burden on your family members that have to take care of you. Take care of yourself now. You understand what I mean? Walking. So lifting weights and strength training, they say it can raise your cortisol levels, okay? So walking helps to de-stress your body, and it burns calories, not fat. It burns calories. So let's say if you walked 2 miles and you burnt 120 calories or 200 calories, it burnt off. Maybe you ate that day and your breakfast was 400 calories. It burnt 200 calories of that 4. So you're in a calorie deficit. You know what I mean? Helps you be in a calorie deficit. It ain't gonna burn nothing else for the rest of the day. But burning fat will. Okay? You also can burn fat with cardio, with walking on an incline on your treadmill. Walk like an incline between 10 and 12 at a speed of 2.0 and 3.0 for 20 or 30 minutes. This is cardio and fat burn. So it's less stress on your body. It's not raising your cortisol levels. You're getting your cardio in. You're walking so it's not strenuous. So that's another way you can burn fat. Pilates, that helps with mobility and strength. It helps you to get strong in your body. You're not building a whole bunch of muscle, so you're not burning fat. You're burning calories. But it helps with you not being stiff and you being mobile and you feeling good in your joints and being able to bend and be flexible. That's what Pilates does. It's like a deeper stretch. And of course, stretching, okay? So I don't promote yoga because as a Christian woman, I just don't. So some people do like yoga, do yoga, for those who do. But I don't promote yoga. I'd rather do Pilates. Okay, so keeping up your estrogen levels by eating healthy, balanced diet, your protein, your healthy carbs, and your healthy fat 4 times a day, every 3 hours is going to balance your metabolism, boost your metabolism, balance your blood sugars, and help you burn fat. Okay, and give you the nutrients that your body needs to sustain itself, but then have the surplus for your hair. Okay, so that was a lot, and I thank you for staying with me. But I'm also going to encourage you to create new habits. So I just want to share with you before we get off some new habits that I've been creating that I'm also going to create for myself, and I already start creating. So I like to exercise now early morning rather than sleep in. I make myself get up early in the morning to go and to exercise if I'm not sleeping in. I exercise 5 days out the week. So Monday I do HIIT cardio for upper body. Tuesday, I do strength training on my legs to build my legs. Wednesday, I walk or I fat burn. So I either walk or I do an incline of a fat burn for 20 to 30 minutes on an incline between 10 and 12. Okay. Day 4, I do weightlifting on my upper body, and day 5 I do HIIT cardio for my lower body. So I'm doing strength training along with lifting weights with cardio. So I balance it all, that throughout the week I am trying to hit every muscle in my body so I can be toned in my body. I sweat and I really do burn calories, but also burn fat so I can look lean as well. Salsa dancing. That is a great, sexy way to have fun, lose weight, meet new people. And did I say have fun and be sexy? Like, that is something I definitely want to do. Um, yeah, salsa dancing. So pick some new habits that are fun to you that you can do and you can enjoy and have fun. Another thing, I want to do more lunches and brunches instead of going out at night. So I'm not trying to eat late nights. So if I will do more lunches and brunches than eating late night, that helps me as well. I get home earlier. I can I don't necessarily have to drink. You know what I'm saying? I can enjoy my food, or I'll eat my food at home and go there and just have one drink. You know what I mean? Depending on how you want to do it. I also make sure that I do no more than 1 or 2 drinks a month. That's it. That's all I'm allowed to do. 1 to 2 drinks a month. Not saying I even have to have that, because most time I don't drink. I'm more of a social drinker. I don't buy liquor and put it in my house. So when if I go out, I will do one drink, one cocktail, and that's it. That's it. That's it. I don't have to, drink, 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 drink. I think I just do it for aesthetic, for it can have be in my hand, and sometimes just to loosen up. You know what I mean? But yeah, just create more healthy habits. And I take my water with me wherever I go. And also, I also have snacks with me also. So if I get hungry and I'm out, I have my snacks with me. Like when I'm going to the grocery store, or if I'm out running errands with my family or with my friends, instead of me indulging in junk food, I will have my snacks. And I love this snack. This is called a Built Bar. This is a double chocolate fudge. It tastes amazing. It has, I think, 17 grams of protein for 130 calories. And this does not make me dehydrated. It actually helps with my sugar cravings that I may have. And it helps me feel good, like I had a treat, but it's primarily protein. Another thing I want to show you, I get this off of Amazon, ladies. This has 0 calories and zero carbs. And this is called Keto Lifestyle, My Normal Keto Aloes. And it has stevia and monk fruit. It is a one-on-one sugar replacement. It will not spike your glucose levels at all. And I love it. It tastes good. It tastes good. It tastes amazing. So you can order this off of Amazon. I ain't gonna say it's cheap, but it does what it's supposed to do, and it doesn't taste like have an aftertaste or anything like that in it. So I am done. That was a full 2 hours and 3 minutes here. Um, yeah, I thank you. I thank you guys for supporting me. Ladies, you guys have made me feel love. You guys have made me feel confident and comfortable with sharing. You guys make me want to find the information, and you guys make me push beyond what I would have normally done, because I know I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for y'all. And it makes me happy to do it for you guys, because I know that I'm helping you. I thank you so much for your nice and kind comments that you put in the comment section. I thank you for supporting me during the times when people be attacking me on there. And you be like, girl, don't even respond to them. Don't even respond to them. I be like, yes, this is my tribe right here. I appreciate y'all. Mwah, I love you guys so much. Also, I want to thank you guys for the ones who have signed up for my email list and for the ones who have came and sat in my chair. Thank you so much. Um, just want to give you love. And for the ones who have not subscribed, join the family. Here, I take you on a journey when it comes to my own natural hair journey. I show you the ladies that I do in the salon, their hairstyles and different things like that. But also, I like to teach you ways to keep your hair on your head and educate you so you understand why you are eating the way you're eating, why you are being intentional with certain hair products that you're using and why you're using them. So this was a great, for me, subject matter to go over because it shows me that how I need to continue to be proactive in my aging gracefully, whether if I'm going to do hair color or I'm going to let my hair grow out, whether if I'm going to do hair color or I'm going to let my gray grow out. I don't know what I'm doing just yet, y'all. I don't know. I'm just living in the moment as far as this is concerned. So yes, this is Jem. I am signing off. I thank you all for sticking in there with me until the end. It was a lot of great information. Eat well. Take care of yourself and love on yourself as you continue to age gracefully because you are beautifully and wonderfully made, and God bless you. Have a great evening. Mwah, girlfriend. Until next time, part 2 is coming. Bye-bye.